Every human being in the universe wants to be happy and loved, unrestricted by a certain weight, height, social status, or external appearance. Each of us deserves to live as he wants. But we do not live in an ideal world where every person practices his life the way he wants. Man's speech is usually harsh and affects the person, making him bleak and offended. The young woman Jacqueline was no exception. The young woman posted photos of her on her Instagram account enjoying her time on the seashore, where she showed that her feet were huge and full of fat. The young woman was not only criticized and laughed at for the unusual shape of her feet, but some described her with modesty and shame after she showed her ugly feet in the picture and called for the need to hide them forever from sight. There are many ways to make people laugh at Jacqueline. Some say they lost their appetite when they saw her bare feet, while some advised her to use a carriage to carry them on the seashore. All the comments were hurtful, which made the young woman in a state of sadness and a nervous breakdown. Women, as is well known, are vulnerable to these attitudes and are influenced by the words of others, unlike men who often don't care what others say. The young woman was subjected to a fierce campaign in the environment in which she lives, and all the words she hears are gripping herself and making her think of suicide to get rid of this nightmare that follows her every day. Jacqueline found only some of her close friends who stood by her and lifted her spirits, which made the woman draw from confidence and spread her story at her own expense to silence those mouths critical of her form. When Jacqueline published her story, everyone was shocked and found nothing to say. Jacqueline was a fat woman weighing more than 200 kilograms, which became an obstacle for her in her daily life. And she was ridiculed by her friends and all those around her. After years of struggle with weight fluctuations, she realized that she should live healthy and have a perfect body, an option that will keep with her until the end of her life. Jacqueline followed a 12-week diet and exercise that was supervised by a personal trainer. Jacqueline decided to change her diet, give up all sugars, reduce all daily carbohydrate intake, and, in the first month, lost 10 kilograms. In 1 year, the 30-year-old woman had lost 83 kilograms after she changed her diet and started exercising daily. Jacqueline says that every morning she chooses to live healthy and start her day with exercise of all kinds, and the consumption of aerobics, which provides the body with vitality, energy, and agility. She explained that surgery was not an option for her, after she published many pictures of her on social networking site Facebook to share everyone's experience. Jacqueline called on people to control their diet. "I know the importance of feeling perfect, and I know millions of other people who feel the same," she said. She explained that following this system in a team to achieve the desired goal, so Jacqueline's put an agreement on her website for all who wish to follow this diet morally obliged to say. Like any diet system, there are rules that must be followed literally. But don't worry, because this system will make you feel good and satisfied. The diet depends on eating pure protein, eating 2 fruits a day, and all green vegetables, as well as reducing fat as much as possible. For salad dressing, you should use only a little olive oil and lemon. The main rule is to get rid of everything white color: bread, potatoes, pasta, rice, and sugars in all its forms, cakes, biscuits, and sweets of all kinds. In the first month of the system, should stay away from cereals, and in all forms, even whole grains, such as brown rice, oats, and brown bread. The second basic rule for the success of the system is not to eat whatever of its kind 3 hours before bedtime. Just following this rule, Jacqueline says, will lose weight. Jacqueline's now respected by everyone after she published her story, and everyone realized that the form that Jacqueline appeared and which seemed to be so bad, obtained by this young woman after hard work, which managed to lose 122 kilograms.